What is up, y'all? We are back with another video. What type of video? A Last of Us 3 video. Before we get started, definitely smash the like button and make sure you're subscribed because it definitely helps. So to get into this, it's this theory I've been thinking about that it's very crazy for Last of Us 3. And when it comes to this theory, it includes, a lot of people. Abby, Lev, Tommy, Ellie, and of course the group of the Fireflies. So let me tell you what I'm thinking. So we know the Fireflies, we found out in The Last of Us franchise that they will not stop at anything until they get the cure and stuff like that. They're searching for the cure, and you know that Ellie is immune to things like that, and then she's a subject, and she's out here in this apocalyptic world dealing with a lot of crazy stuff. And we have Abby and Lev also going their separate ways. And at this point, they're going to abandon Abby. The group that she was in, they're going to abandon her for sure. Lev is, no longer attached to a group, so they're on their own. When you push forward through it, and the story still continues, what if, you know, Abby and Lev actually join the Fireflies? I never talked about this. What if they actually join the Fireflies off of just trying to find a home, some type of safety, and just having someone to be under, and just be safe with? Because at this point, it's looking like it's getting crazy in the Last of Us world. So I can see Abby and Lev actually being a part of the Fireflies, but also, while we're seeing them join and doing all these things for the Fireflies and joining this camp and stuff and this group, we also see what's going on with Ellie and her world, how she's just having an everyday life, kind of living like Joel. You know what I'm saying? How she's kind of living like how Joel was, kind of, on her own and doing things. But as you push forward, you kind of go off with Tommy and stuff like that. And now, we still have these two side by side meeting up, Ellie and Tommy, and we still got Dina out there in the world. So it still could be some story going on with that. But mainly, this is going to bring Abby and Ellie together perfectly. Let me tell you why. So Abby and Lev probably have no idea how the Fireflies operate, what type of people they are really. She didn't talk to Ellie or anything. It was straight beef. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, when I've been doing these videos about how Abby and Ellie can, come together and just forgive each other. People actually are liking that. And I love that theory, just having them come together and go against a bigger enemy and team up and put everything behind them. Because at the end of the day, they both did these things for reasons that were just out of their hands, to be honest. Abby's father and technically Ellie's father, So we push forward and so Abby and Lev are in this camp. They're doing things for the camp. You might even do a few missions with the Fireflies as Abby and Lev, against the other enemy and stuff. But she's starting to see the inside of the Fireflies. She's starting to see how they operate and what they do to these subjects and how their goal for the cure and stuff like that. And to be honest, Abby knows that Ellie, I want to say, yeah, Abby knew that Ellie, was basically the cure. She's the subject, and they're searching for Ellie. Maybe they even announced, like, we're searching for this girl right here, and they have a picture of Ellie somehow, some way in the woods or something. Abby looks like, the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? That right there already got me pulled in. Like, she's looking like, they want Ellie. Like, why? Or maybe she finds out right there. Maybe she didn't know, I want to say. But she finds out right there and they kind of tell her she's immune. She's immune to the infected, and stuff like that. We need her. She possibly has the cure. So whole time, she's following this group, like, okay, like, I think I know where she can be at or something, right? They're going to search the area, but she's starting to see, like, they're having, like, subjects on the side they're testing, and, afterwards they're taking them out. Either way, if they have the cure or they don't, they're not immune or they're just taking them out. They're treat them like they're nobody. So Abby's probably like, fuck, like, what the hell? Like, I know some people are going to be out there in the comments saying, bro, Abby doesn't give a fuck about Ellie, so she's not going to warn her. But let's speculate right now as Last of Us fans. What if she does begin to care and feel that these people are bad people, and she wants to warn Ellie, like, hey, they're searching for you, bro. They're not gonna do good things to you. They know you're out there still and stuff like that, right? So pushing forward, maybe in the beginning, Abby's like, yeah, I know where she is. But as she sees, the Fireflies operate, maybe they're being mean to Lev. Maybe they're doing things to Lev. Maybe they're doing things to Abby where she actually has to leave the Fireflies. She has to escape somehow and just leave this unit and just while she's doing, she's like, hey, I might as well tell Ellie, man, it's not safe. Or they bump heads. Like Ellie and Abby cross paths in the apocalyptic world of The Last of Us. But okay, so Abby and Lev escapes the Fireflies, right? This will just all be crazy. And she basically bumps into Ellie. This can be how they, start their forgiveness and become partners. And she's like, the Fireflies are very dangerous, and things like that. And she tells Ellie like, hey, they're searching for you. Maybe Tommy's right there. And we know that Tommy lied to the people in Jackson about Ellie. So maybe they find out and people just end up leaving Jackson. They're done with Tommy. He lied to him. He wasn't truthful. And maybe some of them even, could just push out and go to the Fireflies, make their own gang, make their own group, and trying to go up against Tommy and Ellie just because he lied. And, maybe a lot of people want Ellie's head because they know what she is now and stuff like that. And it's not fair. You know how it can go. But say if Ellie and Abby meet, and Ellie's kind of like considering like, okay, so no, we're good. And then Tommy's probably like, what the fuck? What are you doing? But he comes to a point, eventually he realizes they need Abby. They need Lev. Like, I can just see this whole part 3 of The Last of Us being things where people are getting forced. They have no choice. They have no options. And I can see that happening with, Ellie and Abby. They're going to have no choice. It's going to be bigger than them. The enemy is going to be bigger than them. The situation is going to be bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's where it's going to come to. And maybe along the lines, we can see Dina or some new characters and stuff like that. Because I know a lot of people are probably ask about Dina. What about Dina? I think that we can see Dina in this story, somehow, some way. Maybe we find her captured. Maybe we find her unalived. Maybe we find her alive and she's trying to rejoin with Ellie. Who knows? Maybe she's a part of the enemies now. Maybe even Dina went to the Fireflies. You know what I'm saying? It's so much potential in this story where Ellie can just still go out there. A lot of people feel like we shouldn't get a part 3. Why? We still have story left. We literally still have story left in The Last of Us, bro. Like, we still have some story left. I think this should be the last one. This should be the one we close out with. But it's still story left. Even like I said, with Dina possibly switching out and going to a group. Maybe it's not the Fireflies. Maybe it's a new group we learn about, and they're also dangerous. But I think it will be crazy if we see Abby and Lev join the Fireflies. I think it will be absolutely bonkers, bro. And then they are forced to tell Ellie they're searching for her because they know she's still out there and they want Ellie for those crazy reasons. And Tommy is also having a team up with Abby because they have no choice. So the group will be Tommy, Abby, Ellie, and Lev against the apocalyptic world, against the enemies that are out there. That will be crazy. That will be crazy, bro. And I can see that happening. Maybe Abby gets unalived in the story. Maybe Lev gets unalived in the story for some emotional attachment. Hell, maybe Tommy. That's going crazy, though, if they unalive Tommy, because that's kind of close to them unaliving Joel. That'll be wild, I was thinking about that. Maybe that's what's going to bring them together. Some stuff that's connected with the Fireflies and the Cure. Because we seen in that flashback, you look at some notes, it says that the Fireflies will not stop for anything when it comes to, that cure. So it makes sense. It makes sense. But comment down below what you guys think about everything we just talked about, man. And do you want some more Last of Us videos? Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. I will see you all in the next one. I want you all to hit me up on my Instagram at I Like Gaming. And yeah, guys, peace. Stay gaming out there. Until next time.